Hello everyone, this is a new part of our challenge. In this video, we will play on a map. Ice caves, you only need to use nuts. Let's not waste time, enjoy watching everyone. Let's start. And so the first day, it looks like we ended up in the ice kingdom of zombies. Or our world was simply frozen, like winter had come, or something like that. Zombies look like ancient people who used to live in winter points on the map. They are exactly the same got dress, by the way. There is one problem. It is that someone can freeze our plants with the help of air, or rather the wind. I don't know who does it, but he does it well. Oh look, there are also movable plates that can move zombies, and they are just a frozen hand and a piece of ice. An interesting idea. I can also defrost blocks of ice that are on the map, for example, to defrost a plant or a zombie. Yes, I can unfreeze a zombie, no matter how strange it is. I would of course like not to touch him at all. But according to the rules of the game, you need to unfreeze him and kill him. I'd rather just take these blocks of ice and throw the zombie on his head. That would be better. By the way, I met a new zombie. It's something like an old grandfather with a stick and a snowball. I don't even know what to call him. But he knows how to throw snowballs and thereby freeze my plants. I would also like to take snowballs and throw them at him. Better probably take something heavier and more powerful. For example, a grenade, or even a whole bomb. I would look at his face when he decides to swing a snowball. I would take out a grenade. Oh well, these are all jokes. This will not happen. And here's level 5. Here they let us play as a fire plant. Their main feature is that it cannot freeze. That is, it will essentially never become ice. And the plants next to it also receive a grip from it, which prevents them from turning into ice. This is good because sometimes you need to monitor all the plants so that they do not turn into ice. But you can just put a fire plant next to it and everything will be okay. And here sunflowers were waiting for us, of course. I don't know how they still stand with a smile on their face. But as I understand, they are positive in life. Where they have been, they always stand with a huge smile. In this situation, he didn't stand with a smile. But these guys are always cheerful. There's also a Goro shooter. It's double, that is. When a zombie goes down to a line lower or higher, the second Goro shooter head starts shooting at it. And as I understand it, the second head shoots 2 charges at once. That's cool. Against zombies, 2 charges are effective. There is also some kind of wind, which as I understand it, sends little zombies to the battlefield. This is of course not cool for me, but probably the zombies only rejoice at this win, because it only brings me difficulties and nothing more. It would be better if he blew all the zombies off the map or something like that. Oh, do you see this chicken? More precisely, a cockatoo bird, or is it a dodo bird? I don't know what kind of bird I am. I'm not a biologist, but I can say for sure that it annoys me very much and causes quite a few problems. After all, it can fly and easily flies over a mobile platform. This is very strong annoying, but fortunately, she doesn't have armor or anything else that could bother me even more. And then we were given a large number of pea shooters. It was not bad. I actually shot at all the zombies. But there were problems, for example, a grandfather with snowballs who constantly threw them at me, and of course a bird that just flew around the map, and it was not so easy kill with peanuts. It's good that there is an ordinary nut that somehow stops all these waves, although a bird seems to be able to fly over it. But I still don't fully know about it. Let's discuss other zombies. They are also no less complex than a bird. For example, a zombie with a bucket on its head. This is also a pretty annoying zombie. And why does it have some black spots on its bucket? Well, that's probably how it should be. There's also a zombie with an ice block on his head. It's probably quite convenient to wear a piece of ice on your head. Although this is a zombie, I think he doesn't understand much at all. Oh, look at this level, number 12. Here I can build a whole army of nuts, especially with the help of peanuts. This is quite a strong army, you know. This whole bunch of nuts looks like a pack of those nuts that are sold in the store. Well, like salted peanuts some kind, or just a mix of nuts. Well, I think you understand me. And here is the level at which we need to prevent the zombies from crossing the line of flowers. It won't be difficult. You just need to put a couple of nuts in front of all the zombies so that they gnaw them and are animate. The main problem here is probably the wind, which can freeze the nuts or peanuts. This is probably the biggest problem. And of course, a small zombie, he can simply hide behind other zombies, and I won't be able to notice him. Thereby, he will eat my plants. This will not be very good. There were also huge zombies, which also made in the style of glacial caves. It's like some kind of huge ancient zombie mammoth, or whatever else you call it, because the dimensions are really very large. Oh, look at this level. We need to protect fire plants. I, of course, don't understand why we need to protect them. They are fire and can't turn into ice. There are also platforms for movement in a tricky way. That is, they will always push zombies towards the plant that needs to be protected from them. It's clear why this was done, to make the level even more difficult. I'm already tired of these old guys with snowballs. They freeze the nuts every time and thus get in the way, and the peanuts take too long to defrost them. Well, it's good that there is a fire plant. It's easier that way. And at this level, we were given a chance to play as a new plant. I don't know who it is. It seems to be the color of a carrot, but it looks like lettuce. In short, it's some kind of weed, but it's quite useful. It can throw zombies back a few cells, but it also not infinite. I would like it to throw zombies off the map or even break their torso, but this is not provided for in its functions. There were also huge zombies, and even 2 on the map at once. Quite a serious problem. But if that, I have lawnmowers that will help me. Oh, who is this? 3 mini zombies that are pushed by another zombie, and they are also frozen. They do not pose a danger. The only thing is that they are very durable and can push your plants. That is, if your plants are on the way to him, he will simply push them away and will continue to push little zombies. There were also mushrooms that emit gas to kill zombies. But okay, we'll deal with them later. And here's the conveyor level. Here they gave us a chance to play for the boomerang plant, and there were a lot of chickens, just a huge number of chickens. It was like I was in a chicken coop, where all the chickens that were there attacked me, and I grabbed a pot with a plant to fight them off. But these are all jokes. There was also a plant called an inflatable ball, or whatever you call it. It inflates and then releases a large ball of electricity, a good plant. Again, these triple zombies, they are also small. It's really hard to unfreeze them. There's also a chicken flying around the map and can't calm down. Poor nuts, they always sit in ice. I don't think they like it very much. They're not winter types regions. I think they were born somewhere in Africa or America. In short, in a warm region, that's for sure. And I don't think they'll get into trouble with such temperature changes. Not only are 3 small zombies difficult to unfreeze, but also the big zombie that pushes them is quite durable. He also walks as if he has serious problems. But okay, I dealt with it. At the next level, fire plants, or rather fire pea shooters, await us. These are very effective plants on such a map. Everything is covered in ice, and then a fiery pea shooter appears, which easily defrosts it all and helps me kill all the zombies. And in addition, it does not freeze and gives normal damage to zombies. And if you feed it before you can set it on fire all at once. The line where the zombies go, I think this is my favorite plant. There was also a fire dragon and a magnet, but compared to the pea shooters, they don't stand out much. After all, the pea shooters will be stronger than them. Okay, here's the next level. We were immediately given a couple of crocodiles on the map. This will make the task a little easier, but the main problem of this level is probably a zombie that is in the form of a tree. It can launch squirrels or rats in my direction. It looks something like zombie with chickens, but I think that it will be worse than zombies with chickens, because these squirrels are even more annoying than chickens. Thank you, of course, for the sunflowers at this level, but unfortunately, almost all of them were eaten by zombies. Well, it's good that at least the zombie chicken flew around them and didn't eat them. It's a strange level, of course, but okay. Here I had to collect a certain number of suns, or rather grow them. After all, a zombie with squirrels is complete horror, especially when there is not one. But for example, there are 2 or even 3 of them. It all turns into a complete house from squirrels, like in some kind of zoo, but where there are only squirrels and they just run at you to take a bite. Or even it looks like a horror movie. What is the name of this plant? Helicopter with beans? Well, I don't know. Here, I think everyone will choose a suitable name for themselves. And then they gave me a couple of mushrooms that produce suns. That is, they were on the map right away. I didn't plant them. This is good, because I can plant several plants at once and not wait until there are enough suns. And here are the helicopters with beans. They now need to be protected. This is not a very difficult task. Probably the main problem is a bunch of zombies dragging their little zombies who are also sitting in the ice. At some point, there were a lot of them. I didn't even know what should I do. It's as if I've gone back in time when there were still glaciers. In fact, there was a lot of ice, Oh, here's a whole army of nuts, just a factory for the production of peanuts. Have you noticed what level we are already at? This is almost the end. Here is level 29, at which I was given plants that I have to play for. I had to use other plants besides the nut. Because I can't pass the level, I only play for nuts that do not cause any damage to zombies. Fire pea shooters did a good job with all the zombies. They didn't even do a bad job of unfreezing the triple little zombies. It was pretty epic. Okay, let's move on to the last level with the boss. Now the time has come for the most exciting battle on this path. A meeting with the legendary Mammothesaur. This huge mammoth with a powerful trunk that can freeze everything around looks truly impressive. Mammothesaurus is not kidding, but I still beat him. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next video.